Tonight, an update on a man charged in a decades-old cold case murder in Sarasota.
Plus, new details about a small plane crash that happened just hours ago in Mayaca City. What we now know about how the plane went down.
And Sarasota County is replacing 24 intersection traffic lights. What you need to know to stay safe on the roads. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Jess Dowdrick.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Jacqueline is on assignment. Topping our news this evening, new developments this evening in a recently solved cold case murder in Sarasota.
Luke Fleming, the man arrested for the murder of Deborah Dalzell, has entered a plea of not guilty and has demanded a jury trial. Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies believe Fleming is responsible for murdering Dalzell back in 1999. New DNA technology was used to identify Fleming. He was arrested in Ellington on September 19th. Fleming also has a new attorney out of Clearwater.
New details about a small plane crash that happened just hours ago in Mayaca City near the Rocky Creek Ranch. Manatee County Sheriff's deputies say the pilot, Dennis Hertenstein, did not get proper altitude during takeoff, causing his wings to wobble up and down. He cleared a barbed wire fence, but then clipped the right wing of the plane onto a piling, causing the plane to cartwheel and crash. He sustained multiple leg fractures, but did manage to crawl out of the wreckage. He was bay-flighted and is now being treated at the hospital. Drivers in Sarasota County will have to pay extra attention while approaching the intersections over the next few days.
Crews will be replacing 24 traffic signals into next week. ABC 7's Erica Jackson joins us live from Sarasota County tonight to share what you need to know before you hit the road. Erica.
Jess, Scott, good evening. I'm at the intersection of Lockwood Ridge Road and 17th Street. Now, this is already a busy intersection here in Sarasota County. You can see all of the hustle and bustle behind me, but you can probably see even more backups taking place at this intersection over the next couple of days. Crews have already replaced 9 traffic signals, but at the remaining 15, drivers may come across a signal with no working lights or lights flashing red or yellow. Drivers should treat disabled signals as a 4-way stop. If a light is flashing red, treat the intersection like you would a stop sign. And if the light is blinking yellow, proceed with caution. Now, you can expect to see crews out making repairs and replacements specifically over the next couple of days into next Thursday. Those intersections impacted, some of them are on 17th Street, Proctor Road, Lockwood Ridge Road. We have a full list of those intersections impacted on our website. You can check those out on mysuncoast.com. Reporting live in Sarasota County, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Erica, thank you. Anna Maria Turtle Watch leaders are getting ready to test some new street lights to help hatchlings make it to the water. AMI's Turtle Watch wants to install 6 amber-colored street lights along Gulf Drive in Anna Maria, Bradenton Beach, and Holmes Beach. They're getting the lights from a company in Bradenton and say the FWC certified the lights and are driver and turtle friendly. The group's director says turtles from 3 nests hatched overnight, but some of those hatchlings crawled away from the Gulf.
When a sea turtle is down underneath all that sand and wakes up, little baby sea turtle, they come out and their first look should be at the sky and the stars and maybe the moon and the water, which should all be nice and dark, a little bit of starlight. If they turn around and see a big artificial light, they're going to go right to that artificial light. That's the draw.
The tested street lights will be the same color as the ones shown there. AMI Turtle Watch will ask Florida Power and Light to help install those lights once they arrive in about 3 weeks.
As we monitor red tide across the state, a local state of emergency has been extended again. This is the 7th time the city of Sarasota is adding more time to its emergency declaration. The order first went into effect back in August. They will continue to receive money to help with cleanup. The city says they plan on extending the state of emergency as long as they need to. And a number of public beaches across the state have been shut down amid concerns about red tide. Miami-Dade County officials made the announcement after water samples showed elevated levels of the algae linked to red tide. Palm Beach County cited reports of limited fish kills on certain beaches, saying cleanup efforts have begun. Officials will continue to monitor the situation.
So we've got red tide in the Panhandle, along the west coast of Florida, and now the southeast coast of Florida.
It's amazing how fast it developed. I was just in Miami last week, and the water was beautiful and fine. Yeah.
Well, let's get a check on our weather this afternoon with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Hi, Bob.
One thing they may be seeing, though, is some big surf along the east coast of Florida due to Leslie out there. Wave heights are starting to get pretty significant there and will increase as a result of Leslie just kind of spinning around in the Atlantic. Although it's hundreds and hundreds of miles away from the coast there, it is generating some big surf along the eastern seaboard. We had a few showers out there on Holmes Beach. A few people were out there in the water, too, enjoying the beaches. That's what we like to see. More and more folks starting to get a chance to get back out there as that east wind has carried all that, at least the ill effects of red tide offshore right now. There's no harmful impacts as far as the airborne red tide goes. And you can see the east winds across the state, a little bit more moisture in play today. So we're seeing a few more showers around. It's not widespread, but we have had some showers occasionally move through, there it is, Holmes Beach, and also right there near Palmasola, one lone shower. We have a little bit of activity down in Sarasota County now. And we'll look for just scattered showers through the next few hours, and then things should start to calm down. We had a brief shower near Nokomis, another one just to the east thereof, and one just east of I-75. You can see that rain has cleared for the time being near Laurel, but we are going to see some showers moving in there, that one right there, but that'll be about it. Look for less of a chance tomorrow, but there'll still be a few around. Currently it's 89, it's above average, and the feels like temperature at 95 degrees. Pretty steady east-northeast wind, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour, keeping the sea breeze at bay. And the barometer now 29.95, still high, but it is lowering somewhat. There's Leslie still spinning out there. It's a tropical storm now. It has been downgraded. We'll have more on that. And also we'll talk about this mess down here in the Western Caribbean Sea in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. The Senate is getting closer to a crucial vote on Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. Senators are reacting to the new FBI report looking into sexual misconduct allegations against him from more than 30 years ago. A vote could happen as soon as this weekend. Here's ABC's Kenneth Moten with the latest from Washington.
Large protests against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh and demonstrations supporting him broke out in Washington as senators spent the day reviewing the FBI report looking into allegations of sexual misconduct.
The FBI report did not corroborate any of the allegations against Judge Kavanaugh.
It looks to be a product of an incomplete investigation.
With strong partisan lines drawn on Kavanaugh.
Enough already. Let's vote.
The whole thing is a sham. 5 days to do the investigation.
Potential swing votes, Republicans Jeff Flake and Susan Collins appear to be satisfied with the report.
Pretty thorough, and that no new cooperative information came out.
The report contains summaries from interviews and witnesses regarding Kavanaugh's alleged sexual misconduct more than 30 years ago. Democrats blasted the fact that Judge Kavanaugh, who has denied the allegations against him, and his first accuser, Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, were not interviewed.
Why not tell the White House to greenlight the FBI to interview these additional witnesses?
The FBI has gotten all the permission they need in order to interview whoever they think is necessary.
The White House confident the president's nominee will be confirmed.
So we've talked to a number of senators and will continue to do so until the vote takes place.
A vote could happen this weekend. Attorneys for Blasey Ford sent a letter to the FBI expressing disappointment, saying she was prepared to turn over medical records and other corroborating evidence. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now. Richard, are there red numbers all over your computer screen today?
Red numbers everywhere, but the truth is we've been up 5 days in a row. The Dow has set 2 records in a row, so little selling isn't the end of the world. Isn't the end of the world, but we saw more than a little bit of selling today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down by 356 points at the low of the day. No, we didn't close there, but nonetheless, we were down by more than 350 points. Part of the reason was an increase in interest rates. The 10-year U.S. Treasury trading above 3.2% for the first time since 2011. That and the fact that the FANG stocks, which have been leading the NASDAQ higher really all year long, didn't lead them higher today. You put that all together, and yes, indeed, as we just heard from Jess, red arrows everywhere. So let's take a look at them. The Dow Jones Industrial Average for the day down 201 points, 0.75% at 26,627.48. That on volume of 819 million shares. The NASDAQ, the big loser, as I say, the FANG stocks selling right across the board, down 146 points, 1.8%, closing at 7,879.51. That on volume of 1,818 million shares. And certainly if those two are sharply lower, so is the S&P, down 0.8%, 24 points at 2,901.81. Well, you may or may not be aware that Barnes & Noble has had lots of problems lately. Indeed, the stock has done very, very poorly. Frankly, their sales are really nothing short of really low. For the last 23 quarters, they've had declining sales in 20 of those quarters. And lo and behold, the stock today is up by 21%. Why? Well, there are rumors, perhaps real, that the company may be for sale. In fact, there are rumors, and I clarify these are rumors, that no less than Amazon might be interested in buying Barnes & Noble. And guess what? If you remember back, Amazon, what did they start as? Yes, indeed, a bookseller. So stranger things have happened, but in a down day, and I mean a really down day, shares of Barnes & Noble were up by more than 20%. So sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. We'll find out, but certainly a big jump for a company that's done very poorly in the last couple of years.
Very interesting.
Fascinating. Well, the workshop's coming up next week, right?
Yes, coming up very quickly. Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, there you see it. Two very important topics, 2018 year-end planning. We're not talking only about tax planning. The gifting rules have changed substantially, so we'll bring you up to speed on that. And certainly on a day like today, 2019, can the bull run continue? We'll try and answer both of those things for you. Tuesday of next week in the morning, Tuesday the 9th at 10 a.m., and Wednesday, October the 10th at 1:30. Please RSVP 906-2838. Again, 906-2838. Jess,
Great.
Nice to work with you.
You too, as well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, how Mote Marine Lab is trying to help those who are sensitive to air toxins caused by red tide.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, could baby aspirin help reduce the risk of a certain cancer? Those stories next.
The ABC 7 Stock Report is sponsored by Sunset Cadillac.
Top Dog 2018 is almost here. Get ready for an afternoon of fashion, fur, and fun. This year's event will be a brunch hosted outdoors on beautiful Sarasota Bay at the Van Wezel. Enjoy a fabulous canine fashion show featuring local boutiques. Plus, you can join in the fun. Enter you and your pup in one of our crazy categories, Best Dress and Best Kisser. Go to topdogsrq.org for tickets and information.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits. You get all this coverage for a $0 monthly plan premium in most areas, and Humana has a large network of doctors and hospitals. So call or go online today. Find out if your doctor is part of the Humana network and get your free decision guide. Discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. There is no obligation and the book is free.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do.
Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000.
Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
City of Sarasota has officially put out bids for the contractor who will renourish Lido Beach. But that group fighting the use of Big Pass sand for the renourishment has filed yet another lawsuit to stop the project. City's engineer says the just signed a project partner agreement with the Army Corps of Engineers to provide funding for Lido Beach renourishment for the next 50 years. But Save RCS to Sand, a group that's been fighting this renourishment project since 2013, is now suing the Army Corps of Engineers. I'll have more on that lawsuit coming up tonight at 6.
As we continue to deal with the off and on smells caused by red tide, Mote Marine says it plans to conduct air quality tests. The goal is to learn more about how red tide affects inland areas and how to better help those who are sensitive to the air toxins. Past research has shown that red tide toxins can travel over 2 miles away from the water. The first samples will be taken on October 8th.
Well, we've kind of been saved from that recently because we've had this strong east wind for a long
Yeah, if they're
time.
doing a test, it's not going to be happening anytime soon. Of the red tide toxins, the ones that become aerosolized, are not out there right now because of the east wind. They're blowing 2 miles offshore, certainly.
Right.
And this is the reason I wanted to show you this picture we see right here. This is out on Siesta Key, and I tell you, it is looking better and better. These are the shots I've been waiting for. Look at the color of that water. We haven't seen that in some time. This is out on Siesta Key. That looks like it's back to normal, but I'm not saying that it is because there are patches of red tide still around, but with that east wind, none of that red tide is becoming aerosolized and put into the coastal locations. It's going offshore, so boaters may have a problem. This is Siesta Key. Also, she's in the water right there, Cindy Desmond, showing the clear conditions on Siesta Key. That was today. Notice that flag blowing pretty strong, too. That's from the west, or I should say from the east to the west, so it's blowing offshore. And we've had that for the past 5 days now. And guess what? It's not going away. It's going to stay that way through the weekend. So if you plan on going to the beach, go out there, have a good time, and visit some of the establishments because they have been hit hard. All the workers out there in the restaurants and even some of the hotels. Now, Lakewood Ranch webcam showing pretty quiet conditions there. We have a few showers around, not a lot of activity. You can see that activity is moving from the east to the west. A little bit more moisture back into play today, and that is moving in overhead. We've had a few showers around. Even an isolated thunderstorm near Wauchula. You can see that rain near Venice, near Osprey, stretching down south just to the east of Inglewood, and Northport, some rain to the northeast of you. So Venice near Nokomis, all the way up to Citrus Avenue. Pretty good downpour right now, and we're going to see these scattered showers through the evening. The heights of these storms not all that high, so lightning has not been a factor, but I would not be surprised to see 1 or 2 of these cells start to pop a couple of lightning strikes, so be careful out there. The first one doesn't give you that warning of the thunder until it happens. So some showers and storms scattered about for the next couple of hours, and looking for generally fair skies after 9. We'll see a nice start tomorrow with an east wind, a southeast wind. We'll get a little bit of moisture back into play on Friday. I don't think it's going to be too disruptive for the high school football action. There could be a few showers around to start the game, but most of it should be pushing off toward the west, and then less activity on Saturday. So some dry air yesterday is offshore, a little bit more moisture coming into play. We're going to tap into some of that drier air again, it looks like, on Saturday. So Saturday the rain chances will drop. Well, look at this. These clouds here moving in this counterclockwise swirl. There appears to be a low pressure center developing. There's still a lot of shear, though, with the upper clouds stretching off to the northeast pretty quickly. So this system is not developing for the next couple of days. But as it moves gradually to the north, conditions will become a little bit more favorable. In fact, the Hurricane Center has bounced this up to 40%. European model, by the way, is early runs taking it off toward the lower Mississippi Valley, while the GFS kind of pushes it off to the west. It bears watching. It hasn't developed yet, so models don't do a great job when the system hasn't even developed a low pressure center quite yet. So we'll keep an eye on it for you. Those are the storms that typically have a chance of hitting us, so we'll watch it closely over the upcoming days. So let's get to the boating forecast and show you what's happening. Winds will be basically out of the east tomorrow. Nice east wind, and it's beneficial for beachgoers. A light chop on the bays and inland waters. The forecast then calling for a 30% chance for scattered late day showers tomorrow. Less of a chance on Saturday, bouncing back up a little bit on Sunday. And notice those rain chances increasing, so we'll be watching the tropics closely. We'll have a better handle as to whether that storm will have an impact on us, it looks like, by Sunday, I would say, of this weekend. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. Now to First Alert traffic. We're seeing some minor backups as you head north on I-75. This is between Bee Ridge Road and Fruitville Road in Sarasota County, but it's not too bad. Just some orange and then yellow, and then it clears up after that. Jess?
In health news tonight, could that once-a-day baby aspirin be doing more than safeguarding your cardiovascular health? ABC's Emily Rao tells us how it could help against one form of cancer.
Baby aspirin, a tiny dose with big benefits in people at high risk of heart disease. But a new study says its daily use is also associated with a 23% reduction in the risk of ovarian cancer. Although previous studies have pointed to the possibility of a beneficial link, no other studies were able to actually look at the dose and duration of the aspirin and its results. Researchers combed through medical data from more than 116,000 women collected over time from the famed Nurses' Health Studies. About 1,000 of these women developed ovarian cancer, one of the most challenging cancers to treat. While the use of baby aspirin reduced the risk of ovarian cancer, taking the aspirin for a longer time did not seem to reduce the risk even more. What's more, the benefit was only seen in low-dose baby aspirin, not standard-dose aspirin. They only differ from each other by a couple of 100 milligrams, but it seems to matter. Another interesting association, high doses of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medications, that's ibuprofen and medicines like Aleve, at least 10 tablets a week for many years were linked with a higher risk of ovarian cancer. It's not totally clear to researchers why low-dose aspirin would protect against ovarian cancer, but this news does open up a possibility. A tiny effort to take a tiny aspirin might have a big effect for many older women. With this Medical Minute, I'm Emily Rao, ABC News.
Coming up, why astronomers may have found the first moon outside of our solar system. And a major mishap involving a fermentation tank is caught on camera. Stay with us.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Your last chance for 2018 Honda Accords on sale is now during our model year-end sale. Drive new Accords for just $249 a month. Get an Accord, the North American Car of the Year, for less than the competition. With more standard features than Camry, Honda Sensing, multi-angle camera, turbocharged engine, and more. New Accords, just $249 a month. Your last chance for Accords, all on sale this week at your local Honda dealer.
The Players Center presents the wild Broadway season opener, Annie, Get Your Gun. There's no business like show business. This slice of magical American musical theater will thrill you with the classic tunes of Irving Berlin. Call the Players Center at 365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. Annie, Get Your Gun, September 18th through October 7th. Let's go on with the show.
Blue 32, Blue 32, hot, hot. It's the Gatto Gridiron Challenge. The game's on to sell 2,000 vehicles. 12 teams compete for the #1 spot. Score a great deal at every Gatto dealership. Buy with 0 down. Make no payments for 90 days. Choose from 14 of your favorite brands, all on sale. Who will make it to the end zone? You decide. Rush to a Gatto location near you or visit Gatto.com.
Gatto's got it. I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Strong storm, the trees are down and the lights are out.
No air conditioning, no refrigerator.
I get how strong the storm was, but I need my power back.
We get it. We don't just work for FPL, we're customers too.
After a storm hits, restoring power safely and as quickly as possible is our #1 priority. That's why we never stop preparing. We have the best resources in place so we can be ready to respond in good weather and bad.
Storm season is here. We're ready. Are you?
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 15% on our premium finishes during the California Closets Autumn Upgrade event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
A school bus crash in Texas leaves 1 student dead and 3 others hurt. It happened yesterday afternoon when the bus hit a power line and then caught on fire. 42 students were aboard the bus at the time, on their way to a middle school in Mesquite. The 3 injured students and the driver were taken to the hospital to be treated for minor injuries. Police are now investigating what caused the accident. Astronomers may have found the first moon outside of our solar system. 2 Columbia University researchers are now trying to validate their findings. They say they found a moon orbiting a planet 8,000 light years away. The planet it orbits is as big as Jupiter. Next, they hope to view the moon and planet with the help of the Hubble telescope.
A birthday party worthy of the Food Network and a major wine mishap. Reed Binion has it all in today's Take a Look at This.
That's the biggest burger I've ever made.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and Guy Fieri might agree. Baby Campbell's first birthday party was Flavortown themed, embracing all things diners, drive-ins, and dives. The guest of honor dressed up as Fieri, of course, and guests enjoyed giant cheesecake, pizza, trash can nachos, and a full milkshake bar. According to Delish, Campbell's mom says when the baby was born, doctors thought he might have a rare disease, making him allergic to most foods. So, when she found out he wasn't, she decided to go big, from a ranch fountain to a wine fountain. Wait, that doesn't look intentional. This fermentation tank was apparently too full, so it started spewing Prosecco. By the time the leak was plugged, some 8,000 gallons had been wasted.
Still to come on your Suncoast News, Amazon recently announced it will increase minimum wage for employees. But there's a catch, why some local workers say they are against the pay raise.
And how Sarasota County and city leaders are working together to improve affordable housing across the area.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore. But there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Everyone's buzzing about Suncoast View, live at 9 on ABC 7.
I like watching the Suncoast View.
I like the Suncoast View.
The cooking segments, I love the recipes. The theater segments are terrific.
Join Stephanie Roberts, Linda Carson, and Joey Panic on Suncoast View for hot topics, everyday issues, celebrities, food, fashion, fitness, and everything in between. Nothing is off limits.
They're just fun.
For smart, fun talk in the morning, watch Suncoast View, live at 9. Weekdays on ABC 7.
your land, know your prey.
What are we doing?
Saturdays at 5:30 and Sundays at 2 on the ABC 7 live stream.
I'm Anne. I'm a scientist.
Recycling takes a team.
Why don't you let me and me help you out?
Everyone plays a part. Don't trash
I love taking stuff apart and building new things out of it.
what could be treasure.
Pal's my most advanced android. This is awesome. You haven't seen anything yet.
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.